The National Electrical Code (NEC) establishes safety standards for electrical installations, including the placement of electrical outlets in relation to hot water baseboard heaters. A critical rule to remember is the minimum distance requirement. According to the NEC, electrical outlets must be installed at least 12 inches away from any hot water baseboard heater. This regulation is in place to mitigate potential hazards and ensure the safe operation of electrical systems within residential and commercial buildings. The primary reason for maintaining this 12-inch clearance is to prevent damage to the electrical outlet caused by the heat emitted from the baseboard heater. Prolonged exposure to heat can degrade the outlet's components, including the plastic housing and wiring insulation. This degradation can lead to several problems. Firstly, the plastic housing of the outlet can become brittle and cracked, exposing the internal electrical connections. Secondly, the heat can cause the insulation and the wires connected to the outlet to dry out and become brittle, increasing the risk of short circuits and ground faults. These conditions create a significant fire hazard. A compromised outlet, due to heat exposure, is more likely to experience electrical arcing or sparking, which can ignite nearby combustible materials. In addition to the fire hazard, damaged outlets can also pose a shock hazard to individuals who use them. If the insulation and the wiring is compromised, touching the outlet could result in an electrical shock. Furthermore, damaged outlets may not function correctly, leading to power outages and inconvenience. Compliance with the NEC 12-inch rule is essential for ensuring electrical safety and preventing potential hazards associated with hot water baseboard heaters. When installing or relocating electrical outlets near baseboard heaters, it's crucial to adhere to this requirement. If existing outlets are located closer than 12 inches to a baseboard heater, they should be relocated to a safe distance by a qualified electrician. To ensure compliance and safety, consider the following guidelines. Firstly, always consult the latest edition of the NEC for the most up-to-date requirements and interpretations. Electrical codes are subject to change, so it's important to stay informed about the current regulations. Secondly, when planning the layout of electrical outlets, consider the placement of hot water baseboard heaters. Maintain a minimum clearance of 12 inches between the heater and any outlet. Thirdly, if you're unsure about the correct placement of outlets or have any questions about electrical safety, consult a licensed electrician. A qualified electrician can assess your specific situation and provide guidance on how to comply with the NEC and ensure the safe operation of your electrical system. Fourthly, when inspecting existing electrical installations, check for outlets that are located too close to baseboard heaters. If you find any violations of the 12-inch rule, contact an electrician to have the outlets relocated. Fifthly, use appropriate materials and wiring methods for electrical installations near baseboard heaters. Heat-resistant wiring and outlet boxes can provide added protection against heat damage. Sixthly, ensure that all electrical work is performed by a qualified electrician who is familiar with the NEC and local electrical codes. Improper electrical work can be dangerous and can lead to fires, shocks, and other hazards. Seventhly, regularly inspect electrical outlets for signs of damage such as cracks, discoloration, or loose connections. Damaged outlets should be replaced immediately by a qualified electrician. Eighthly, educate yourself and others about electrical safety. Understanding the potential hazards associated with electricity and how to prevent them is crucial for protecting yourself and your family. Ninthly, consider the use of ground fault circuit interrupters, GFCIs, for outlets located near water sources or in areas where moisture is present. GFCIs can help to prevent electrical shocks by detecting ground faults and immediately shutting off power to the circuit. Tenthly, remember that electrical safety is an ongoing process. Regularly inspect your electrical system, maintain it properly, and stay informed about the latest safety recommendations. Following these guidelines can help you to ensure the safety of your home and prevent electrical hazards associated with hot water baseboard heaters. The NEC is not just a set of rules, it's a comprehensive guide to electrical safety. By adhering to its requirements, you can minimize the risk of electrical fires, shocks, and other hazards. When working with electricity, Always prioritize safety and consult with qualified professionals when needed. In addition to the 12-inch rule, the NEC also addresses other aspects of electrical installations near heating equipment. For example, the code specifies requirements for the type of wiring and overcurrent protection that must be used in these areas. It's important to be aware of these requirements as well to ensure a safe and compliant installation. Another important consideration is the location of thermostats and other control devices for the heating system. The NEC specifies that these devices must be located in a way that prevents them from being exposed to excessive heat or moisture. This helps to ensure that the control system functions properly and does not pose a safety hazard. When installing electrical equipment near hot water baseboard heaters, it's also important to consider the ventilation requirements for the equipment. Electrical equipment can generate heat, and if it's not properly ventilated, it can overheat and fail. The NEC provides guidelines for ventilation to help prevent this from happening. Furthermore, the NEC addresses the grounding and bonding of electrical equipment near heating systems. Copper grounding and bonding are essential for preventing electrical shocks and ensuring the safe operation of the equipment. The code specifies the methods that must be used to ground and bond electrical equipment in these areas. In addition to the NEC, local electrical codes may also have specific requirements for electrical installations near hot water baseboard heaters. It's important to be aware of these local codes and to comply with them as well. Local codes may be more stringent than the NEC in some cases, so it's always best to check with your local building department to determine the specific requirements for your area. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it's always best to hire a qualified electrician to perform any electrical installations or repairs. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform the work safely and in compliance with all applicable codes. Attempting to perform electrical work yourself can be risky and can lead to serious injury or even death. Finally, it's important to remember that electrical safety is an ongoing process. Regularly inspect your electrical system, maintain it properly, and stay informed about the latest safety recommendations. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure the safety of your home and prevent electrical hazards associated with hot water baseboard heaters.